And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to and taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for teams.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. And it's Milton in at the point. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. And the basket is good. A lot of different styles of basketball. And, we're talking about Coach of the Year here. What style of coach did you prefer to play for?
Well, I just want a coach that was honest, that held everyone accountable, and allowed us to get out and run. You want a coach that believes in the talent that he has and doesn't hamper anyone's skill set, doesn't hold anyone back based upon their offensive philosophy. The game is changing, so hopefully you have a coach that is flexible. Hopefully you have a coach that is forward-thinking, and you have a coach that says, let it fly. That might be the most important skill set of a coach, in my opinion. One that says, hey, you got an open shot, you better take it.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
Now, here's Collins. He's coming off a 28-point game against New York.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
Here's Harris. Banked in off the glass. Harris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Collins dishes to Young. Passes to Hunter. Now here's Collins. Guarded by Harris. Shot clock at 5. The 8-footer. Collins, good.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Richardson the pass to Embiid. Here's Milton. Back to Embiid. Here's Milton, defended by Young. Out to Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. Horford, no luck.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start. And last season, the Sixers unveiling a Dr. J statue on their Legends Walk outside the team training facility.
Oh, yeah, his second statue in Philly. I mean, the other one is down by the stadium. At that Legend Walk, you know who he joins? Wilt Chamberlain, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Billy Cunningham, Hal Greer. That's some good company to be in. Some great history for the Sixers.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And it's Hunter with the jam.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Richardson the pass to Milton. They get it back. Back to Richardson. Here's Harris. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Harris has got 6. The Hawks trail by 5. Young left side. The pass to Capella. Back to Herter. To the inside. Young. And he converts the layup.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
Here's Richardson. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And Young, here we go. And the rejection by Embiid.
A stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
Yes, that goes in.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint. A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Over to the wing. Back to Richardson. And Capella sends it back.
An elite shot blocker in this game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle shooters.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Harris. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft break, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Castanedo. Kicks it to Scott. Stolen by Collins. Gets it off. And no good that time. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated.
Coming from a place where,
Wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the 76ers. Shot is out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Thibault in at the shooting guard. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive. That edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. The shoe culture becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. P.J. Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes. See, Webb, are you a collector?
I love it, and it's all because of the Jordan phenomenon. What Michael Jordan did for the game, not just with the shoe, but what he did for the game and making it be so cool in the culture. I got to give my boys in Michigan, I gotta give us a little credit, too, with what we did there. But the shoe game has definitely become something that's just crazy out of control. I love it, but no, yeah, I'm a little bit of a collector.
And Philadelphia has possession after the three-pointer from John Collins. Embiid unable to get that one. Good D by Jones. Here's Herter. It's good. This game is all even. Herter's got his first points in this one.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And Young kicks to Jones. Here's Korkmaz. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Carter for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons. And Vince Carter picks up a foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the 76ers. Al Horford's checked in for Joel Embiid. Robinson comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Burks in for Raul Neto. Here's Thibault. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Herter. Doesn't go for him. The 76ers leading by 4. Robinson, that's good.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young with no one around. Off target with the open look. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here is Carter. 76ers getting the bucket. Back to Young. Right wing. Outside Collins. The kick out to Young. Just 5 to shoot. They need this. The Hawks again can't hit. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Hawks trail by 10.
As great as he is offensively, Kevin, Al Horford is even better on defense. Not a volume shot blocker or rebounder, but he's strong, agile, and always in the right place.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Robinson with the block. They get it back. Jones, the pass to Young. Over Burks. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Jones. And it's 6 points for Trae Young.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Philadelphia.
Horford trying to free himself up. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thibault's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Herter gets it to go.
Oh, forget about three-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
Jacks up a 3. And the 76ers get it back. Pass to Thibault. From past the arc. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 10.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Collins dishes to Jones. It's Young on the wing. Takes a 3. Again, Young missing.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Burks' shot is good.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you down. And he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 10-point.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Tobias Harris was red hot to start the first. He had 8 points and 1 steal. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Passes it to Milton. Young with the steal. Hunter with it. Harris is there. Count it. And the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Hunter.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Now, here's Richardson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Dishes it to Embiid. 5 on the clock. For 3. Rebounded by Capella. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
You know, you see Young's eyes light up when the break is on. Solid at scoring in transition.
Horford gets the bucket.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Young taking his time here. And there's the pass to Herter. Richardson against Young. To the middle. Here's Capella. Rebound by the 76ers. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Then for the 76ers, Mark Moss, he's checked in for Horford. And Raul Neto subbed in for Shake Milton. Buries it from three-point range. Neto's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
Richardson kicks to Korkmaz. Harris outside. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Embiid with it. Picked up by Teague. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jeff Teague.
Such a force of nature inside. I love how hard Embiid goes to pick up these fouls.
Alec Burks checked in for Richardson. Good shot selection, largely dependent on getting open. Which players do the best job of moving, do you think, right now without the ball?
Period. Klay Thompson, 60 points, 11 dribbles. Did you hear me?
I got
60
it.
points,
Shocking.
11 dribbles.
It almost looks like a mystery,
sick.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Burks can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Out to the right wing. Here's Neto. Teague covering. Neto can't get it to go.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the ball.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taking on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
Now, here's Burks. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. A nice shot by Harris.
Oh, and the agility that Harris possesses is not easy to keep pace with him. I mean, especially in the pick-and-roll situations when he's diving to the front of the rim.
Here's Bembry. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Fernando can't get it to go.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
There's 37 seconds left to play here in the third. Neto kicks to Burks. 5 to shoot. He dishes it to Harris. Fires the 3. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Stolen by Collins. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. And it's good for 2. Young's got 10 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Milton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. The 76ers with another miss. Young from outside, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And so, in the game for the 76ers, down low, it's Harris and Horford. Then it's Robinson, and it's Milton in at the 1 spot. Clock at 6. A second chance effort. Harris trying to get free. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. The Hawks trail by 5. Young passes to Herter. He kicks it to Capella. Pass to Hunter. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that matchup with the Thunder, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group. And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it on.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Pass to Milton. Tipped away.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Harris trying to get free, and that one's good. Thibault's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Over to the wing. Collins passes to Capella. Young outside. Here's Herter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Here's Thibault, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 2. Kicks to Young. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through the big shots in the game.
Outside for Robinson. Pass to Thibault. And no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. And the call will be against Harris. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Josh Richardson comes in for Shake Milton. And here's Young from the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
A terrific effort there by Young, really all night. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but he's just stayed one step ahead of him. And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
And we saw this in the national title game. Hunter embracing the moment and delivering in clutch.
Here's Herter. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Fires it up. They grab their own miss.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Shots good from Young. Young's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Richardson against Young. Up again. Collins grabs the miss. Now the pass to Herter. Here's Hunter. Good work defensively by Richardson. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Embiid dishes to Horford. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
What I love about the big man is his fearlessness. I mean, Embiid, he's a leader who feels comfortable taking big shots.
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. It was up for grabs right until the final second.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Guys, Celtics. I love his honesty. All right, thank you, D.A. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Tatum.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
Look at the 76ers starting group. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. And it's Milton in at the 1 spot. And for Boston, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at center. And so here is Philadelphia. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. From deep. They get the rebound. Embiid. Hayward with some nice D.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
That one goes. Count it. Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now. Rivalries, they're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Shot clock at 5. Richardson kicks to Harris. Shoots it. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Passes it to Tice. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Richardson against Brown. He doesn't hit that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And stolen by Tatum.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
And it's Hayward. That time on the assist by Tatum.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense had overcommitted and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
Richardson against Brown. Harris passes to Horford. From deep, Richardson. The pass to Milton. Harris looking it over. 6 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Another shot. And it's good on the way in.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Brown against Richardson. Brown outside. Takes the 13-footer, and the jumper is good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now, here's Richardson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
Richardson attacking. That puts them in the lead.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
To the paint. Right side to Walker. Basket good. Walker's got his second bucket. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Hayward. Celtics passing it around. Here's Tice. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Here's Tatum. Brown. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
He kicks it to Tatum. Fires from deep. The shot, no good. And stolen by Hayward.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach, Brad Stevens.
Our relationship started.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Inside, Kanter makes it off the glass. Kanter's got the lead up to 2 now for Boston.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
Embiid inside. He's against Kanter. Embiid, no good. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. Robert Williams is checked in for Boston. And then for Philadelphia, Korkmaz comes in for Robinson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Raul Neto. The kick out to Williams. Now the dish to Smart. Here's Wanamaker. Burks covering. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. Tries again. Here's Kanter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Kanter. Embiid dishes to Burks. Pass to Scott. He sinks the 11-footer. Scott's got his first 2 points of the night. Celtics leading by 4. Wanamaker the pass to Williams. The offensive rebound, and Kanter able to finish.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Thibault the pass to Embiid. He feeds it to Scott. To the left side wing. Here's Thibault, guarded by Smart. 5 on the clock. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Now the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
To the middle, here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, Joel Embiid with the throwdown. Athletic, 7 feet tall, one of the best dunkers in the league.
Here's Kanter. That one's not going to go. Good D by Embiid, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Boston. Kemba Walker comes in for Brad Wanamaker. Philadelphia also making some changes. Al Horford is checked in for Embiid, and Tobias Harris subbed in for Scott. Passes to Thibault. Harris inside. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Thibault. A putback and staying with the play, Harris. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
They get it back. The kick out to Williams. Walker surveying the floor. Shoots the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Burks the pass to Korkmaz, and he gets the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the pass to Kanter. From about 16. No good that time.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Nothing seemed to give way on. And
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's five. Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Embiid, and it's Milton in at the 1. On the wing, Harris. For the tie, and that's 2 points on the layup. Harris has got it all tied up now for Philadelphia. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
For Boston, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Hayward with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. Milton's shot is good. Milton's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Celtics shooting for the game at 42%. Here's Walker with the putback. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. 76ers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. So it's Richardson with the jam.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
Now here's Walker. Defense right on him. Tatum on the wing. It's good from about 19 feet. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Richardson the pass to Embiid. It's rebounded by Tice. It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
Yeah, I think the train has left the station in regards to Walker ever being able to live his shoot-first reputation down. But as we see here, this is a guy who can make some spectacular passes.
Brown, good.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker. Well, one thing you've got to know about Kemba Walker is that this guy can go off at any time. A dynamic scorer that also possesses the killer instinct. And when he gets it going, watch out. He can snowball into a dominating performance.
Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
You said it, Kevin. He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Then for the 76ers, Scotty's checked in for Joel Embiid. Robinson comes in for Harris. And Raul Neto subbed in for Shake Milton. And for Walker, who stayed 3 years at UConn, Clark, he just keeps getting better on the offensive end.
Boy, Kemba Walker is one of the most dynamic little guys we've had in the league in its history. I mean, his ability to score from outside and inside, really hard to match and quite special. He's the type of player who always is surprising you on the upside.
Pass to Tice. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Williams dishes it to Brown. Second shot opportunity. And the call. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Shot from 12. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Brown's got 7 now in this quarter.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Boston making some changes. Robert Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice, and Smart subbed in for Walker. Smart wide open, he fires. Great look, but off the mark. Here's Neto, pass to Thibault. Got it off in time. Off on that one. And we've reached the end of the third. Boston on top, up 5. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Wanamaker. Left side Williams. Lets it go from 11. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fires for 3. Another miss by Philadelphia. Celtics leading by 5. Here's Smart. Here's Williams. Williams with the ball. Robinson picks him up, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Brad Wanamaker. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Alec Burks comes in for Raul Neto.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization.
And Williams, here we go. And Embiid with the block. Passes it to Thibault. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Korkmaz kicks to Burks. There's the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
Brown the pass to Hayward. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Thibault, the pass to Horford. Burks with it. The pass to Thibault. Smart against Burks. A 3 ball. No good on the shot. Now Boston takes it the other way. Williams kicks to Hayward. Good. The nice assist for Williams. And now it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
And the dunk by Horford.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
On the wing, Williams. The three. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Enes Kanter's checked in for Boston. Tatum comes in for Williams. Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Horford kicks to Harris. Pass to Embiid. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Tatum. Hayward from outside. Knocks down the three ball. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
For three, Harris. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
The bigger the moment, the more Harris wants the ball. Big time shot there. And he's comfortable in that role.
Outside Tatum, the baseline J, and the jumper is on the mark. And the Celtics lead by 6. Harris drives in. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And it's 13 points for Tobias Harris.
Guys, this is why they go to Harris. They know he's going to find a way to come up clutch. Count it.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Feibel. He's covered by Brown. Horford the pass to Feibel. Fires the three. The shot comes out, and it's Boston the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Poked away. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It's hauled in by Harris.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Edwards passes to Green, and there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Boston, no good that time either. Here's Milton. It's good. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite.
Terrific shot of Nathan. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Richardson. And it's Milton in at the point. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. 4 on the clock. Here's Lowry and Embiid with the block. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
A shot by Milton, no good. And the Raptors with possession. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
It's not unusual these days. Teams are more than willing to go deep into that bench to find answers for certain matchups.
Embiid, the pass to Richardson. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And stolen by Richardson.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And the Raptors with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket. Lowry kicks to Siakam, and stolen by Horford. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
He's a fluid athlete who knows what he's doing. Nice finish by Tobias Harris in transition.
Lowry passes to VanVleet. pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Left side Lowry. It's hauled in by Richardson.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
Coaches talk about young players needing to experience the playoffs to understand that level. Smitty, why is that so hard to simulate without going through it?
Kevin, reasons why is in the playoffs, everything is taken to another level. Also, you're seeing this team night in and night out. They know your plays. You know their plays. It comes down to just execution, and you can't have careless turnovers or those brain freezes you have in the regular season.
Here's Anunoby after the Sixers pick up 2. And Ibaka kicks to Lowry. Will it go? And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Again, Philadelphia.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now, here's Siakam. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Anunoby passes to Lowry. And stolen by Richardson. Now here is Harris. Tight defense on him. Here's Thibault. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now here is Lowry. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Van Vliet with it. Picked up by Harris. Up again. Siakam on the foul.
I would not want to have to box him out. Siakam has that wiry length. He's mobile. It's just a nightmare.
There's the pass to Thibault. Over Lowry. Offensive rebound. Pass to Thibault. Back to Embiid. 4 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 9-point game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication, love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Korkmaz trains the three-pointer. It'll count. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reach the end of the first quarter. 76ers. And let's listen to Pascal Siakam talking about the work.
You come in every day. Guys in the gym every single day.
And Greg, when everyone is working hard, it builds a chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Mike Scott out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Horford. And it's Neto in at the point. The 76ers leading by 9. Burks finds Horford. Here's Neto, defended by Gasol. Horford against Gasol. Horford the pass to Burks. No good on the three. And the Raptors shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Pass to Powell. And here is Davis. Burks covering. Here's Boucher. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. From deep three-point range, that one's not going to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Al Horford. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's averaging 11 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Robinson's checked in for Philadelphia.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Shots good by Boucher. Boucher's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Here's Powell. After Alec Burks has scored. Pass to Davis. Three-pointer. Scott pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's deflected. Gasol dishes to Davis. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Raptors have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. So when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team, and then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Raptors. Fred VanVleet comes in for Davis, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Tobias Harris is checked in for Scott. Thibault, the pass to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Lowry from outside. And again, Toronto no up.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
1:31 left to play in the first half. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. The Raptors in second.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. I mean, because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing.
Now here's Embiid. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Outside Robinson. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. Richardson, he's checked in for Shake Milton. For 3, Harris. That shot, no good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now, here is Robinson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
That's tipped. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Raptors trail by 12. Lowry passes to Siakam. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one.
This speaks to Siakam's all-around game. You're going to give me the mid-range jumper, I'll take it.
Richardson against Lowry. Richardson attacking. Shot from the top of the key, and he gets the jumper to drop. Thibault's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. And so it's Philadelphia up by...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. From the get-go, it was Philadelphia who came out strong, showing tremendous urgency and a ton of energy. They got out on a... And...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Raptors shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Poor defensive effort. Can't stop Richardson from scoring, then compounds the situation with the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Josh Richardson, a 3-and-D type player, recommitted himself last year, Smitty, to defense.
Kevin, he felt like he wasn't being impactful on the defensive end and vowed to amend that. He can be a nuisance with that reach, and he's put in that extra work to solidify his defensive presence.
Horford, and it's Horford with the extra effort. And the 76ers lead by 17.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Lowry with the ball. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
You see Serge in the painted area, feels the defender, goes on the attack.
First trip to the line for him here.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time. How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Siakam finds Ibaka. Lowry from outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Milton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
2 points. That one goes. Anunoby's got 5.
And how about Anunoby using all that momentum to finish past the defense? Refused to be denied.
The shot from 20 feet away. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Ibaka comes with the double team. Embiid kicks to Harris. Horford trying to free himself up, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Harris has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Nice bucket, the polished inside game, something Harris relies on.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Lowry. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 6th in assists, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Left side, Scott. And there's the pass to Neto. Back to Scott. Yep, it counts. Scott's got his first bucket of the night.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Boucher's got 4 points this quarter.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's Neto. He's guarded by Davis. Just 4 to shoot. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 15.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Raptors. Marcus All's checked in for Anunoby. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Norman Powell. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Horford with it. Gasol covering. Here's Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
Now VanVleet. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Puts it up. And the Raptors miss again. The 76ers leading by 17.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Outside, Davis. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. And that one's good. Korkmaz.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
To the inside and stolen by Horford. And that one's good. Thibault. Thibault's got 8 points.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And so it's the Philadelphia. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the 76ers, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then there's Richardson, and it's Thibault in at the 2-guard spot. Interesting, Smitty, we're seeing guys like Dirk and Vince Carter play into their 40s. I'm wondering if this is a byproduct of improved nutrition and conditioning, and if that accelerates this trend.
I think it does, Kevin. I also agree to add to that. I think the game is less physical. I think a lot of those guys are taking care of themselves, but when the game is not as physical, it's a lot more perimeter. You can play longer. I'm curious, Kevin, will anybody play into their 50s?
You know, wouldn't that be amazing? That's a good question. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Here's VanVleet. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up and up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
And Toronto making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Richardson.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
A big part of what makes Harris a more physical player right now is he has filled out his frame, and he is able to finish through contact.
Here's Siakam, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And the Raptors with some changes. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. Thomas comes in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Patrick McCaw in for Kyle Lowry.
One of the league's best-kept secrets, Pascal Siakam out of Cameroon. Discovered as a raw teenager at Basketball Without Borders back in 2012.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. OG Anunoby's checked in for Stanley Johnson. Norman Powell comes in for Thomas. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Patrick McCaw. Harris kicks to Richardson. Back to Harris. Releases. And it's Lowry with the rebound. Well, Smitty, you're talking about Siakam. The Raptors president is from Nigeria and very active in the Basketball Without Borders program.
You're totally right. A prospect like Siakam was on his radar. The late first-round pick in 2016 was more than rewarding where he ended up at.
And Ibaka kicks to Anunoby. It's hauled in by Richardson. Richardson's got his fourth rebound in this one. Pass to Milton. But they recover it. Dishes it to Harris. Nailed from three-point land.
Inconsistent from range when he first entered the league, Tobias has turned that completely around.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Let's go. And Lowry gets it to go.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it. Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Powell against Richardson. Powell, the pass to Lowry. Back to Powell. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Anunoby, good.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight. And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Joel Embiid.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Boucher is checked in. Johnson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Thomas checked in for OG Anunoby. And McCaw is subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
A solid rebounder when he puts his mind to it. Stanley Johnson creating second chance opportunities.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the first one at the line is good. Marc Gasol is checked in for Norman Powell. The 76ers also with a sub. Korkmaz is checked in.
You know, for a player like Stanley Johnson, you are just waiting for the offense to come around. He has shown to be a solid defender, but that's just not enough to find consistent minutes.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
From deep. No good there. So it's the 76ers winning this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. exhibit improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number
200.
Here's Tatum and Slam.
In your face.
You play 2K
all the time.
You act.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't lose.
Philadelphia. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brett. DA, it's all yours.
Well,
they certainly can. Well done, DA. Thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Collins.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And for the 76ers, big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. Then it's Josh Richardson. And there's Embiid. And it's Milton in at the point guard position. Young finds Capella. Hawks passing it around. Young in the corner. And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs.
Right.
So, you know, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team.
Make
they're
that
the
your
fourth
playoff.
seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
It's good.
Not settling for jump shots there as Herter gets his way on the drive.
Here's Milton. That one misses. And Atlanta will come the other way. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Yeah, and that led to a few of their key guys spending long stretches of the game on the bench because of foul trouble. Hard to find yourself back in a rhythm when you do that. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
Richardson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To stop the run, uses the glass that time, and it's good. Richardson's got his second basket.
Well, the D can't give Richardson that kind of lane to the basket. He will jump all over any available space.
Collins kicks to Young. Another shot. Hunter, the pass to Capella. It's stolen by Harris. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
Maybe not a super athlete or at least a hyper athlete in the Westbrook mode, but Trae Young's ball handling ability does some incredible things for him out there on the floor to create space and help him change pace for those kind of angles where he can score.
Raul Neto's checked in for Josh Richardson. And then for Atlanta, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Carter comes in for Hunter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. On the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And some changes here for the 76ers. Mike Scott comes in for Al Horford. And Glenn Robinson III is subbed in for Harris. And a change for the Hawks. Bembry's checked in, and the wide open shot from Reddish. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. And you love the aggressiveness of Young, tacking off the dribble, and Brent, for his size, able to finish inside.
Well, he can get to the inside. He can shake guys loose. It's his ability to see the floor, Kevin, but it still comes down to that range where...
Wow, hammering it in!
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Jones checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Collins comes in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Thibault, the pass to Neto. Here's Thibault. .106 left in the first quarter of the game. Neto surveying the floor. Down low. Goes back up. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Scott. Now, here is Robinson. He had 15 points last outing. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Collins finds Jones. Back to Collins. Young passes to Collins. The Hawks working the ball around. And Young with the basket on the assist by Collins.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Scott against Collins. Right at the free throw line. Robinson passes to Embiid. The good-looking shot from the wing. Embiid's got 5 now. Here's Huerter. And that one released in time, but no good. Oh, we've seen some great... Al Horford provided some insight on why he decided to sign.
What put me over the...
Playing for a historic franchise, great. They've got, of course, the great fan support, great history. Something Horford relishes.
A great choice. A team with depth and youth. They have a chance to be good for a long time.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
They've got Embiid. Scott is out there with Robinson. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Korkmaz in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. For 3. Offensive rebound.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Hawks leading by 4. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's Huerter. And Embiid pulls it down.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Korkmaz passes to Burks. Sinks the three-pointer.
A tough matchup for the smaller defender there. Just shot right over the top without thinking twice.
And even with the shift from Budenholzer to Pierce, the Hawks continue to rely on the 3 as much as any team.
No doubt about it. I think the front office still accentuating the fact that they want to find some floor spacers after that 19th pick in John Collins, a guy that can rim run and protect the middle. They wanted to go after as much shooting as they possibly could.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, Every possession matters.
Here's Korkmaz, again, Philadelphia.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
And Young, here we go. And Embiid with the block. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And finished off by Collins.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
Korkmaz kicks to Embiid. And the pass to Burks. Passes to Robinson. Back to Burks. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Burks has got the lead up to 2 now for Philadelphia. Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Burks looking around. Kicks it to Robinson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Brandon, this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit for it. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is we'll get better tomorrow. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those 3 things are pretty impactful.
Well said. Out to the right wing. 52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. From deep 3-point range, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers, and that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Richardson for 3. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Bembry the pass to Hunter. It's blocked. And now the 76ers on the break. And stolen by Hunter. Now, here's Dedmon. Guarded closer. Pass to Hunter. Teague with the ball. Over in the corner, Reddish. Over Robinson. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 12 points. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the court for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. 76ers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Shaking his head moment there, had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line. They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
And so he hits both. And Greg Herter, the 19th pick back in 2018, sweet touch, and at 6'7", good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Huerter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
Young for three, and no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Here's Richardson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And Young, here we go. Huerter passes to Capella. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Horford kicks to Harris. Pass to Horford. To the left wing for the lead. A shot by Milton, no good. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Now the pass to Hunter. Just 5 on the clock. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Hawks lead by 2. Richardson attacking, and Capella sends it back.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And he makes that one.
Such a solid and unique big man in today's game. Horford's passing skills and ability to find the open teammate is very special.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Out to the wing. Young with no one around. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that's the kind of play where I feel like Josh Richardson's feeling more and more comfortable. Gets up big time.
And here's Young. He's got 12. From past the arc. Atlanta again missing. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Richardson kicks to Horford for the lead. It's rebounded by Huerter. Hawks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Shots good from Young. Young's got 14 points for the game.
And Trae Young showing you variety. He can score in a lot of ways.
Richardson, good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Passes it to Huerter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And it's Huerter with the jam.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Huerter finds an open teammate.
Richardson the pass to Embiid. An easy 2 points on the layup. Embiid's got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Huerter passes to Collins. And the 3 ball is good. He has 7.
Collins does a nice job there preparing for that shot using his base.
It's stolen by Capella. Here we go, 1-on-1. Hunter the pass to Collins. Capella dishes to Collins. Here's Capella. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Huerter. Horford with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 3. Harris passes to Milton. To the wing right side. Hits it from 3-point range. Milton's got 6 in the quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Atlanta making some changes. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Neto, the pass to Korkmaz. Back to Neto. For the lead, Dedmon with the block.
But got to respect the wingspan that time of Dwayne on that end. Look, you go up like that and you're a dead man.
Teague for three. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the 76ers. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. And it's Thibault in at the 2-guard. And the shot goes in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Edmond passes to Fernando. Out left to the wing. Here's Bembry. Pass to Fernando. Fires the three. Bembry shot good. Bembry's got his first 3 points of the game.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And that game against the Wizards, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Pass to Herter. Young outside. Second shot opportunity. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Richardson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Looks like Josh Richardson is always seeking a shot. This time, looking for contact as well.
That's good from Richardson. And Richardson drops them both. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Young taking his time here. The pass to Jones. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Young. Jones kicks to Carter. 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Atlanta again missing.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he makes the first.
Remember, Josh Richardson, a second-round pick. He has come a long way in this league in a short time. A great athlete who shoots it well and enjoys playing the D.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. And Teague, here we go. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Milton. And that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
For the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Damian Jones. Kevin Herter comes in for Carter. And it's John Collins in for Jeff Teague. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. He said, we're getting some looks on the three, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence. Guys?
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
Milton the pass to Horford. Harris outside. Tries yet again. Basket counts. And the 76ers lead by 3.
How about Tobias Harris coming through? Critical shot there.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Milton the pass to Embiid. From 12 feet out. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Here's Richardson. Up and in on the layup. And now a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Shots good from Young.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
It's Richardson on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. Richardson kicks to Embiid. Over Dedmon. Embiid, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
A shot by Milton, no good.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Young finds Dedmon. Hawks passing it around. Young outside. Passes it to Dedmon to the inside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Hawks making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Horford. It's Richardson on the wing, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young's shot is off.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Here's Embiid. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Embiid's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. In the corner, it's Hunter. Lets it go from deep. Atlanta gets it back. Collins. Young passes to Capella. Here's Herter. Knocks down the 3.
That's a crucial basket, and Herter, big time.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. It was up for grabs right until the final set. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
The sun shining brightly, and as we get a break in the action, now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Boston. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the 76ers, 3 spots below.
And, you know, for Boston, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
Yeah, Greg, and early in the year, maybe they were catching some teams by surprise, but now everybody knows how strong they are, and they're still rolling along.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward, with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the 76ers, a big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Embiid, and it's Milton in at the point. Here's Embiid. Drills it from outside. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night. Inching closer to the postseason, Chris, the playoffs right around the corner. Is there anything you would change with the playoff format?
You know, I thought about this a lot, and because it's cyclical, meaning who's going to be number 1 and number 8 in your conference, that makes me not want to change anything. One idea, however, that I've always entertained is top 1 through 16. So it doesn't. Let's take conferences out of it. Let's take divisions out of it and just rank them by records 1 through 16. I think that would have a pretty good impact on who's in and who's out, but I think would also mess with travel and a whole logistical and a whole bunch of logistics in that way and mess it up. But I really like how we have it, man. 1 through 8 on both sides, and made the best team win.
How about reseeding?
But we could reseed, and that just opens up so many. You know what? I'm a guy. I got to get used to change, and maybe if I hear some more ideas, I'm with it. But right now, I like it the way we got it.
I hear you. I hear you.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
Now here's Tatum, following the miss by Josh Richardson.
The height, the footwork. No wonder Tatum's knocked down mid-range from there.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Richardson outside. Pass to Milton. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, you better put a body on Horford. I mean, when you don't, he's more than content to torch you like this.
Walker dishes to Tatum. Lets it go from 11. The shot off that time. Good D by Embiid. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Here's Brown. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. No problems knocking that one down. And it's 6 points for Jason Tatum. 76ers trailing. Richardson the pass to Embiid. Out to Harris, over Hayward. That's good from Harris on the assist by Embiid.
Wow, this speaks to the assertiveness of Harris. Look, shots like this demonstrate how effective he can be.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Rebound by the 76ers. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons. Richardson, no luck. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 1. And it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, you can't be careless around Horford. You throw up a weak shot around him, he'll send it back.
And a brief check of the stats for Tatum. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. He's around 30 points per clip, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering. And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
Now, here's Horford. He's coming off a 22-point game against Detroit.
It was his rebound that stood out even more to me. I mean, they could not keep him off the glass.
Here's Neto. They trail by 1. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Break in the action means we can check out the best defensive teams in the league this season. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The Celtics second.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Yeah, Kevin. I mean, such a clever player in the pick and rolls. I mean, Walker's fantastic at making things happen.
Horford against Tatum. Passes to Neto. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The 76ers again can't hit it. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. A second chance effort. The shot and game clock separated by 4. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
That is prime time point guard play. A sensational find by Walker to set up the easy play.
And that one's good. Thibault. 8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. The 3 from Tatum. That shot is off. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Celtics.
Here we go now.
A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks.
Not knowing English, obviously,
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Just cashing in on second-chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
They've got Korkmaz. Scott is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Thibault in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Tatum on the wing. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Milwaukee.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Boston leading by 5. Smart. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Korkmaz kicks to Burks. Back to Korkmaz. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Drills the 3-pointer. Robinson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from 3-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
Smart passes to Williams. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Williams has got his first points of the night.
And you know, Smart is working on slowing down, dissecting the defense. I mean, nice patience out there in the pick and roll.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Boston. Robinson finds Scott. Jacks up a 3. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Robinson.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Yeah, and I love the fans in Philly. They're notoriously prickly, though. They expect hard-nosed effort. If not, they'll let you hear about it.
Here's Wanamaker. No good on the quick 3. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Philadelphia 76ers. Scott kicks to Burks. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. As you're talking about the Philly fans, they were even booing their team in that conference semifinal round against Toronto.
Yeah, they got nervous with the season on the line. You can't take it personal. In Philly, they love you just as much as they boo you.
Here's Hayward, and he banks in the layup. And the Celtics lead by 3.
And this is what you want. I mean, out in the open court, Hayward gives you so many options as a finisher.
Embiid, no good.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
And checking out some numbers for Marcus Smart. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's putting up about 17 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Here's Scott. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch. The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Robinson misses. Boston leading by 3. Wanamaker the pass to Smart. Back to Wanamaker. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Wanamaker's got 5 points now in the quarter. Hey, Chris, with Dirk retiring, who now has the best fadeaway, you think, in the game from the post position?
It's a man that stole his move. Now, he didn't need to steal it. He just added on to his game. He's a great person. He's not a thief, but he uses that one-leg kick fadeaway, and he's the same height as Dirk. Well, that's Kevin Durant, the best fadeaway in the game, period.
Towns is developing a nice one, too.
Oh, you know what? I love Towns' games inside, and what makes Towns so good is that he can fade away over the right shoulder. And you know why that makes it so tough? Because he can come over the left shoulder with a jump hook. Most guys with the best fadeaways, they have a counter that already gets you hung in on that counter, and then when you're thinking about that original move, bam, they hit you with the fadeaway.
Celtics making a switch here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Williams. Daniel Tice comes in for Williams. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Walker subbed in for Smart. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Brad Wanamaker. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. That shot off. And Philadelphia the other way now. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
Oh, yeah, the guys, they need to lead the way. They spend far too much time on the bench. I mean, they'll be more careful.
Harris passes to Thibault. Shoots over Brown. Thibault can't get it to go. The Celtics have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. First one falls for him. He doesn't get the second one. The 76ers trail by 6. It's tipped. Here's Milton. Takes the 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Boston Celtics. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held it. And
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Gordon Hayward with another strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at the point. Now here's Embiid, defended by Tice.
Yeah, he went from not even playing basketball to the number 3 pick in a matter of just 4 years. As Joel Embiid puts it, his life is a movie.
And the NBA veteran Luc Mbah a Moute hosts a camp every summer in Cameroon. He basically was forced to attend it, and the rest, Chris, is history.
Yeah, 16 years old, when he moved to the U.S. He didn't speak English. He was getting teased and bullied. They laughed him out the gym. And that's when his competitive nature took over and carried him to greatness. Hope he's laughing now.
For the finish, and it's blocked by Brown.
Oh, just tenacious defense from Brown right there. I mean, superb at playing shutdown defense and stifling shooters.
And Tice gets it to go.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Kanter.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
The putback, and staying with the play, Harris.
0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
They double-team Walker. Brown outside. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Embiid against Tatum. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. That's good. Great opportunity for a three-point play. Korkmaz, he's checked in for the 76ers. Alec Burks comes in for Shake Milton. Marcus Smart's checked in for Boston. That's good from Harris.
I'm not really sure I've ever seen a center who could play bully ball in the paint and step out and hit the three, then give you the handles in the mix like Joel Embiid. I mean, him and Boogie Cousins are really the only two that come to mind.
Boston making some changes. Williams comes in for Daniel Tice, and it's Williams in for Tatum. Embiid, the pass to Richardson.
And really the defense.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Oh, you love the level of concentration Brown maintains. I mean, taking the hit well and finishing in style.
Chris, we talk about perimeter scoring becoming more prevalent. The biggest shift coming from bigs shooting more threes.
Yeah, they are now counted upon to space the floor. And the better you can shoot, the better you can space the floor. And then more importantly, if you can knock down that three, you become a triple threat because now you can shoot there, maybe you can dribble and get by, or because of your height, you see different passing lanes, and you can be a better passer, getting your teammates involved, and they like that spacing as well.
Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down hard.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Smart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
Robinson passes to Embiid. Here's Thibault. He's guarded by Williams. Thibault can't get it to go. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. It's a 3-point game. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Well, you love to see the big fella run the floor and finish on the fast break. Embiid showing the hustle.
You know, Greg, defense are given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
The 76ers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Korkmaz. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Brown wide open. He fires. Burks pulls it in.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute to it.
Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Robinson passes to Burks. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Smart wide open. He fires. Here's Cantor. There's the triple. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Robinson kicks to Korkmaz. Back to Robinson. This one for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Robinson's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. 76ers ahead. Coach Brett Brown with some words for his players.
It's just what we said, though.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at the 76ers. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. And it's Neto in at the point guard position. It's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Wow, here's Brown. Lays it up and banks it in.
I tell you what, Brown is a powerful wing player. You like to get him the ball inside.
Here's Milton to the paint. Harris passes to Milton. To the right side. Clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's Neto. 76ers with the new shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, you look at the all-around game of Harris. He's even been good from the free throw line.
That one is off.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Richardson comes in for Raul Neto. Milton grabs the board.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime.
And here we go, Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Kicks it to Embiid. Back to Harris. The pass to Embiid. Launches it. Horford. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Walker in the post, guarded by Horford. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And we talk about Tatum's demeanor, even killed, focused. That's the guy you want taking big shots.
Richardson attacking. And that one drops for him. Richardson's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. Goes up the baseline. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor. He likes to make plays. Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Brown outside. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Harris outside. We've got 1:13 left in the game. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game. And the Celtics making a change here. Smart's checked in. Harris against Hayward. Harris dishes to Richardson. They get it again. And it's Horford with the extra effort. And now a 9-point 76ers lead.
When you let talented bigs like Horford roam free around the basket, when the ball is up, you face the consequences.
Nice shot by Smart. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Richardson outside. Out to Harris. There's 39 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And he overshot that one, missing. So it's Boston now. They trail by 7. And here's Tatum for 3. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, amazing. So much talent for Tatum, but also that it factor.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Oh, yeah, Cal. And there's no question. When Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And stolen by Horford. Feeds it to Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
There's Walker with the 3. Nails the tray.
And whenever the game is on the line, Walker is a great option to go to. He just has a knack for burying big shots.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone.
body fluid and goaltender. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right now.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the... And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Then there's Richardson. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Milton in at the point. 5 on the clock. Van Vliet finds Lowry for the 3. It's not going to go for him. And Philadelphia the other way now.
You know, you think about the most important players in Toronto Raptors history. Vince Carter probably number 1. DeMar DeRozan would be on that list. But boy, Kyle Lowry has got to be there as well. Remarkable how far they've come since he joined the team back in 2012.
And the Raptors and Lowry both threw together doors, wouldn't you say?
A marriage made in heaven. Kyle Lowry has always played with a huge chip on his shoulder. He still carries that edge, but that maturity and leadership turned into a championship in Toronto. Doesn't get better than that.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Now here's Richardson, covered by Van Vliet. Ibaka with some nice D. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, Mr. Siakam can elevate well above the rim. Nicely done.
Pass to Horford. Here's Milton. Tries again. Here's Embiid. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Up again. Embiid drives in. And Richardson now atop the key. And here's Harris from the arc. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
There it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to Detroit. Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. Siakam looking around. Fires from the wing. And it falls over the rim and in. Well, might be the end of the regular season, Doris, but tonight's game has postseason implications.
What's better for an NBA team late in the year than to have a great test with a highly competitive group you're looking opposite? So obviously you want to play tough, meaningful games in preparation for the playoffs. This is going to be great.
Playoff atmosphere, you're right. Here's Van Vliet. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Ibaka outside. Now here's Van Vliet. Not a lot of room. Lowry from deep three-point land. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way.
Al Horford is such a tremendous passer as a big man. Wow, does he get work done offensively.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Milton, and it goes down 2 points. Milton's got 7 points in the game.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now here's Van Vliet. Richardson covered. Over to the left wing. To end the run. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. And 1:01 left here in the opening quarter. Milton the pass to Embiid. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Horford. Siakam pulls it in.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Here's Richardson. The Raptors getting the bucket. He kicks it to Horford. Embiid trying to break loose. That's good from Horford on the assist by Richardson.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Siakam outside. Takes a 3. The shot misses. The 76ers leading by 5. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Gasol. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
The ability to read your opponent. Marc Gasol is such...
And that does it for the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead ending the first quarter with a 13-4 run. The second quarter coming.
My defense toughness,
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Davis is out there with Powell. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. Here's Neto. He's guarded by Davis. Neto, the pass to Thibault. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Thibault. He doesn't hit that one. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Korkmaz. Toronto grabs the miss, and at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And Davis can't get it to go. The 76ers lead. And the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Neto. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Neto's got his first 2 points of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Outside, Davis. The 19-foot shot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. Here's Scott. Lays it up off the glass. Scott's got his first bucket in this one.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists. And Toronto choosing their team name back in '94. The fans helped them narrow it down, and with dinosaurs all over the silver screen, it helped tilt things towards the Raptors.
And we all remember those early uniforms, those giant velociraptors across the front. Fortunately, they've toned it down a bit since then.
And that one's good. Thibault.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
1:49 left in the first half. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Here's Davis. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Neto finds Embiid. It's stolen by Davis. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. So here's Burks. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Lowry with the ball, and it's Richardson picking him up, and the shot goes down.
Wow, finishing through contact with a beautiful display of focus. What a job by Pascal Siakam through contact.
Burks kicks to Richardson. The tray. Rebound by the Raptors. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and defensively, boy, did they trust one another. Communicated well and just made it very difficult to get good looks in that one.
You knew they were on a string all night on the defensive end, and it always helps when someone got caught out of position, help was on the way.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Powell. Harris against Siakam. Richardson outside. Pass to Burks. Knocks it loose. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. The 76ers with another miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Burks kicks to Richardson. Lobs it up. And that's the final possession with the nice, and that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. For Toronto, the first quarter was not an easy one. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm. And that's a wrap.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Doris, great scoring is often reliant upon great footwork. And we hear coaches, don't we, talk about that all the time?
We really do, Kev. You look at a guy like Kyrie Irving, who at the point guard position is one of the great scorers. He's a clutch shooter. He doesn't go to the free throw line a lot, and because he's so elusive, can finish left and right, puts a lot of English on his shots. DeMar DeRozan gets separation with incredible footwork, and maybe the best in the league right now in terms of his footwork. That tap dancing James Harden, which is just nearly impossible to check.
I love those names, and you're so right. And it's fun to watch. What a skill. Big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. Then there's Richardson. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Milton in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. 2 on the clock. Siakam misses.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Unable to get that one. And he drops it in from the low post. Siakam's got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Harris misses. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Right wing. Here's Anunoby. Richardson cover. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And the shot goes in. Embiid's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Outside for Lowry. Ibaka, no luck. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Harris. Pass to Milton. In the corner, it's Harris. A three-pointer is right on target. And it's a 3-point 76ers lead.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Ibaka, the pass to Lowry. Now Van Vliet. He dishes it to Ibaka. Lowry from outside. And again, no good by Toronto. The 76ers leading by 3. Richardson the pass to Milton. On the wing, Harris. Another another three for Philadelphia.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Van Vliet looking around. Outside Lowry. Looking to end the run. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Back to Davis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Davis has got 9.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Thibault. He's guarded by Davis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Marc Gasol. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
The 76ers making a switch here. Korkmaz is checked in.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Burks against Davis. Burks with the steal. And oh, here we go. Burks got it. A fast break chance. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Alec Burks is a capable two-way player, active on both ends, never shy about looking for thefts.
In the corner, Powell with it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. The free throw drops for Powell. So he gets them both. 17 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Burks against Davis. And he jams it with authority.
Well, terrific quickness. The burst of Alec Burks looking strong inside.
Outside Gasol. 1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Davis is out there with Norman Powell, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward position. Davis gets to Gasol. To the middle, there's Hollis Jefferson, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Wow, what a find. Marc Gasol, one of the best passing big men in the league.
And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Here's Korkmaz. Dishes to Horford. Over to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. And Raul Neto subbed in for Burks. Out of Cameroon, Pascal Siakam, drastically improved last year, Doris. Is he the prototypical modern power forward?
He is, Kevin, and there's a few reasons why. The guy can rip and run. He can space the floor. He is switchable on the perimeter defensively. He can go inside, outside. Everything you want in terms of versatility, Pascal brings to the table.
Horford high post. Deep 2 from Robinson. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Siakam outside. From downtown. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault, covered by Siakam. Here's Thibault, pass to Horford. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Glenn Robinson III. And it's Shake Milton in for Raul Neto. And then for Toronto, OG Anunoby comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Pop.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Milton's got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip one.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
A great pursuit of the basketball from Marc Gasol. One thing we know is he will rebound out of his area.
Lowry has the open look, and another basket for Toronto.
Lowry letting everybody in the building know if there's a big bucket to be made, get me the ball.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Inside. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Embiid. That's now 8 points for Tobias Harris. Lowry looking around. Here's the pass to Siakam. Anunoby in the corner. Back to Siakam. Here's Davis. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Embiid finds Harris. Now here is Horford. Philadelphia moving the ball around. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Kyle Lowry.
Every possession critical, and Kyle Lowry delivers once again.
Thibault, the pass to Milton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Marc Gasol.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Richardson, he's checked in for the 76ers. Raptors also changing it up. Baca comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
Milton the pass to Embiid. Here's Milton. Now recovering. Out to Harris. Back to Richardson. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. So it's Philadelphia now. 4-point game. He gets that one.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And here are the Raptors now. Out to the right wing. Lowry for 3. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, this is something we've seen over and over and over again with Kyle Lowry. Go ahead, make a contested J.
Here's Horford. Yes!
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Lowry kicks to VanVleet. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Horford. Off target. So the 76ers win it. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win none.